Hell yeah.
First try, guys. Oh my God, are you ready? It is time. Project Z is in the garage. I cleaned it up a little bit, okay? Welcome back. Today we are starting on Project Z. We're gonna be doing coilovers, we're gonna be doing the suspension, we're gonna be doing brake stuff. So I am pumped. I had to clean up the car a little bit because it had been sitting outside, but look at it. And look at that Booty Hustler sticker. Now I can finally uncover it. I don't have to worry about it getting sun faded. So another shout out to my man Gary. I freaking love you, dude. Check it out. It looks super good on here. I can't wait to decorate this car, to put all this shiny stuff into it, all the mounds of parts that are taking up the whole garage. And yep, it's all for this car. I'm stoked, so let's get started. I'm gonna stop talking. All right, to give you guys a little walk around first, you guys know there's literally no suspension in this at all. We are replacing all of this. Lower control arms, we're getting the Super Angle kit from GK Tech. Same with the upper control arms. I have K-Sport slide control coilovers for all four corners, true coilovers. You can see there's like no suspension, no anything. It's all on wood blocks. Look at that, it's trashed. Good thing we got new axles. We're gonna be doing so much to this. It's gonna probably be 5 videos of nothing but working on Project Z. So I hope you guys are stoked. I'm stoked on it. And the first thing we need to do is we need to remove this ugly ass hood and start making it look a little more presentable. Okay, so hood removed. I put the bolts back in here just so I don't lose them. You can see this one was kind of wonky a little bit. It did get in the front end damage, so I'll have to fix that a little bit with the new ones. But I do have brand new hood latches. I think I'm probably gonna paint these the same black that the engine bay is, just so it'll look clean, kind of match and all that. Shout out to my guys at IT.OUT. They hooked me up with these. They know the front end of this is damaged, so they've been taking care of me. If you guys need any parts for your Nissan 350Z, G35, Q50, Q60, all that, check my guys out. They got every part in stock, ready to go. And they're just super good dudes, so check them out. Anyway, we're gonna paint these, get those ready. We're gonna kind of do some cleanup stuff before we get into the suspension stuff. However, we are gonna take off these busted ass like side skirt splitters. I mean, we need some new, fresh, clean ones. Not that they're not good splitters. I believe they are NRG splitters. Yep. But unfortunately, they just got kind of tore up, and I'm actually gonna go for a little bit different look. I'm gonna be getting side skirts for this. And a kit and all that stuff. But we're gonna take those off, and then we're gonna kind of clean up some stuff. I need to pull this off, I need to pull the boards out, and a couple other little things. So let's get going. So you guys are now getting your first look at the car, kind of stripped. This got cut off. I got to take this off. I'm probably going to put hood pins on my carbon hood anyway, so no need for that. But now, before I get any farther, I don't want to forget to put the hoses on here. So I actually got new hoses for this and a metal bypass. So I'm going to put these on just so they're chilling in there and know that the engine bay is kind of ready to go. Then we're going to get started on all of the suspension stuff. All right, so now getting a look at this, you can see I got all silicone hoses, black to kind of, you know, hide in here because the white supercharger piping and stuff and the intake manifold I really want to showcase. So trying to keep it kind of stealthy, Super Trooper or Stormtrooper, Super Trooper. And so yeah, orientation is all set. Everything's done. I have this, new clamps. So this is all done. Now it's time to get started on the suspension. Okay, so these are the coilovers I got. The slide control coilovers by K-Sport. I firmly believe in these coilovers. I love them. I have them on this car. You guys can see the orange top hat. They're really the only coilovers that I've never had a problem with. I've had stance coilovers and that, but I could have spent a little bit more money and put some feels on it, but I really love the K-Sports. I love Voodoo 13. They're the same company, so their suspension stuff has worked on this car. It's been tried and true. I beat the hell out of it. I drove it every day. I've never had any issues. So what better way than to continue on with it and put it on the new car. So we're gonna be putting these on. You can also see that I have all of the lower control arms and all the stuff on here, but all of it's gonna be being replaced because I have that big mound of GK Tech stuff that's gonna get the super angle kit and all that. So I'm gonna be pulling these off first, and then we're gonna put the coilovers in. I'm not gonna attach it to this because when I put the new angle kit on, it's gonna replace this anyway. So kind of a shame though. Look at these lower control arms that came with it. They all have like Heim joints pressed in. So if you guys know about the G and the Z lower control arms, the bushings in here and here always go bad, especially these ones. They slide on there, they break. There is some other like poly kits, you can press them out and put them in, but these ones are super nice. These are like Heim joints, never have to worry about it, probably stiff, strong. So I think I might actually sell these, or I might keep them. I don't think I'm gonna build another 350Z, maybe G35, I don't know, maybe I should keep them. But they are just, I mean, they look pretty nice, pretty clean. I need to clean them up a little bit. You can see like some paint overspray, whatever. But I need to pull the lower control arm off. I need to pull off this arm. I'm gonna put the coilover in, and then we're actually gonna pull off the upper control arm too, because I also have the upper control arms with the GK Tech kit. In this video, I'm not gonna be installing the GK Tech stuff because I wanna dedicate one video to it. It's kind of a lengthy process, and I want you guys to see exactly how it goes. But I will be putting the coilovers in and probably putting in the rear suspension arms on the rear of this as well. So we got a lot to do, so let's pull these off. Okay, arms are all off. Nothing's in the way. So this is like absolutely ideal to be able to put these in because I'm gonna have not to fight anything. Just literally put it up, put the 3 nuts on, and it'll hang there for right now. So I'm gonna get that side on, and then we're gonna go to the other side, do the other front side, and then we'll go to the back. All right, and not much of a change because it's not all hooked up, everything hooked in, but it's starting to already feel more like a car, knowing that it has suspension on it, not wood blocks. Ooh, and look at how hard that orange pops on the black. I'm stoked. We need to get this side off now and then put the other one on, and then we'll move to the back. All right, look at that engine bay. The orange popping in the black, I love how that looks. And it's gonna stay that way too, because even with the strut bar over, you're gonna still see the orange popping. Much like when you see it here, it's a little bit more distracting because there's white, kind of throws it off a little bit, but I mean, it's gonna look so good. So fronts are on, all the other suspension, the unnecessary stuff has been taken off. Like I said, probably in the next video is when we are gonna be doing the super angle kit, and probably the brakes. I don't want to put the brakes on because it's just going to get in the way, so I might as well leave them off. But we do have all the Brembos, all this stuff ready, so we're going to come back here and we're going to put the rears in. If you guys have never done rear coilovers, there is 2 bolts that are sticking down. You'll use nuts to hold it, and then it just goes on here. I am going to be taking off the factory spring bucket. I have GK Tech rear arms. God, look at how messy and nasty it looks. I need to clean all that crap off too once I get this out of the way. But yeah, I got to pull this axle out too. So I'm gonna pull the axle out, take the cotter pin out, pull this off, pull out this trashed axle. I do have a new one, and then we need to wipe down all this grease. I'm gonna get this out of the way, and we're gonna put the coilover on, and then we'll do the other side. All right, coilover's in. You can see nuts are all tight. I do have to actually cut off this lip for the Brembos. The Brembo rotor sits a whole lot bigger. So I actually have to cut this lip off, so I might do that while this is all exposed. Also, show you the other side is all on. So I cleaned up all the crap off the side the best that I could. I'm gonna pull the spring bucket off. I do have to clean up in there a little bit better, but I'll do that once the spring bucket's off. And then, yeah, this side will pretty much be done for right now. All right, just thinking about it, going over everything that we've done so far today, I think I might actually stop, call it quits for this video, and start fresh for tomorrow. Reason being, I'm like kind of jumping around a little bit. You guys can see we did the coilovers, we got the car in here, did a little bit of stuff with the engine, pulled it apart, and got it like prepped for everything that's going on. If I continue to keep going, like pulling the spring bucket off, then I'll want to be putting the arms on. And I think right now, I think I want it to be where you guys are able to reference this, are able to see just how each individual part goes on in full depth and all that. And I'm just like super excited about doing this project. So I'm ready to just like tear it all apart and then, you know, get everything in and just call it a day. But I want you guys to be able to see each step of the process. I want it to be where this video was the introduction, the cleanup stuff, the stuff to get it ready to be putting all the new parts on, putting the coilovers in. But I think with the next video, it'll be the suspension stuff in the rear, and then the brakes and the angle kit, because those all kind of go hand in hand. And then that stuff will actually be done for all the suspension stuff for the car. And then we can move on to the next video doing interior stuff. I got some NRG stuff coming. I can't wait to show you guys. And then we got to do some engine stuff and some body stuff, and you know, just little things that are going to keep adding up. And I want you guys to be able to see every like step of the way and be able to see it in its entirety in the video, rather than it just like jumping up and down, you know, between videos, having one little part here that carries on to the next video, and you know, blah blah blah. So I hope you guys are stoked about this project, because I am super stoked, as you guys can tell. And that just means it's like one step closer to me being able to go out, drive, drift, driving around town and that type of stuff. Like I can't stop looking at this car. This is exactly how this car started, and look at this beauty now. So I can only imagine how this one is going to be. Also, if I go back and forth, I have both my Z's in my garage. I mean, that's pretty amazing to me. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna call it right here. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna continue on this day in and day out. I want this car done. I want you guys to see this car done. I want you to see it being put together, and I want you guys to see me driving it. So yeah, until the next video, probably starting tomorrow. Yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Peace.